Welcome. My name's Colleen.
And my name is May. Welcome, returning viewers. And for those of you watching us for the first time, we're so glad that you could join us on this soap journey that Colleen and I are on. You're getting to see it totally in real time. Colleen and I are experimenting with different oils, different molds, different fragrances, and we're very new to soap making, but we're excited to share that journey with you. And Colleen, what are you doing today?
Oh my goodness. I have big plans. Not sure it's going to work, but I've got big plans. So I'm going to try tilting my rectangular mold because I'm doing a sea soap. So I want to have a little bit of sand, and then I want to have two different colors of blue and a main color of white. I'm going to use some TD, titanium dioxide. So I'm going to use some of that, and then I'm going to do an in the pot swirl and hopefully get it to look like water.
And you talked about a wave at the top.
A wave at the top. So I'm going to try and save some of my white batter to make a wave at the top, do a little bit of texturing. And I'm going to use some hemp seed oil.
Oh.
Never used hemp seed oil before, but I'm going to put that in.
Interesting to see how that works out.
So the scent that I've chosen is called Abalonian Sea. And it has 0 vanilla content, so it's not going to change the color.
There are websites you can go on, and usually where you get it from will tell you how it really reacts in soap.
And you know what? There is a soap that smells like this. I can't place it, but I know that scent.
It smells fresh, not flowery, clean. It smells very clean. Mm-hmm. And if I close my eyes, I always think I got the beach.
That's what we wanted. So when you're going to do a sea soap, better be at the beach. So I think that's my plan. So May,
don't forget to watch us right till the end, because we'll discuss how your soap turned out and what your experience was like.
Exactly. So let's go.
It's important when working with lye to have proper safety gear, masks to protect us from fumes, and we will work in a well-ventilated area. Hairnet's optional, but prevents hair from getting into your soap. Goggles are to protect our eyes. Our glasses are not enough. And finally, gloves, long sleeve shirt, and closed-toed shoes. Please check out our lye safety video. We will provide a link below. All suited up and ready to make soap. The first step is to put the recipe into a soap calculator. I put my mica colors into a lightweight oil. I whisk with the mini blender to combine. I put my distilled water ice cubes and chilled distilled water into my container. I measure out my lye. I pour my lye into my distilled water mixture and stir until all of the lye is dissolved. I weigh out my shea butter and coconut oil and then take them to the microwave to melt. I measure out my olive oil, hemp seed oil, and castor oil. I use a pipette to take out the extra. I measure my fragrance oil. It's called Abalone C. I combine all of my oils together. I put my sodium lactate into my lye solution. I pour my lye solution into my oils. I stick blend and stir until I reach emulsion. I add my fragrance oil. I divide up my batter so I can make different colors. I mix up my sand color and tilt my mold to make a corner of sand. My batter is thickening up. I will need to move fast. I mix up my blues and add titanium dioxide to the main batter. My batter is too thick for an in-the-pot swirl. I will need to do layers and use a hanger swirl. I have to work fast. I bang the mold a number of times to get out the air bubbles. I spoon the white on the side to make foam for my waves. I forgot my hanger swirl, so I need to do it now. I spray it with 99% isopropyl alcohol and cover it up to let it saponify. Time to unmold it. It has set up nicely. I checked the pH and it is good. Time to cut the bars and see what it looks like.
Well,
I'm speechless.
well, things didn't go quite as planned.
Not according to plan. So remember, it was going to be in the pot swirl, nice loose batter. Everything was going to go okay, and it started off okay. I thought I had all my colors mixed ahead of time in a little bit of oil. Now I didn't count that in as part of my oils, so there was a little bit of extra super fat. That didn't change what happened. I liked that I could use the pipettes when I over poured, and I could take some out, so that worked well. You can get those on Amazon, number of places that you can get them, and they're disposable if you want to. You and I, when we're dealing with scents, we keep them, we bag them, we label them, so we know what's going on with that. Now, where did my plan start to fall apart? Well, let's talk about it. First of all, I probably over-blended. And you and I have been talking, and we've been watching videos, and just to emulsion would have been
Mrs.
smarter.
Soap and Clay said
Just to emulsion.
And we should have listened to you, Mrs. Soap and Clay, so we're sorry.
Now, I listened also to this fragrance saying that it would not accelerate trace. Not so sure about that. So, initially, I tilted my mold, I put the sand in, and in my head I'm going, that's a little thick. But I thought I need that to set up, so I'm not worried. So I thought I'll mix up my blues. And as I'm mixing up my blues, there's no fluidity to it. Yes. It is gloppy, and I'm thinking, okay. At that point in time, it was change of plans.
Now, if you saw the video, you saw that it looked like we speeded it up, or I speeded up the video. We didn't. That was just moving. You saw my hands in there too, trying to get.
And I was really happy May was there, because I could just get something done and give it to her and keep moving. So what I knew I needed to do, I needed to get all the colors in as fast as I could, and I thought, okay, I'll get a hanger swirl going and I'll be able to move some of the blues around. So there was lots of white going in, and I'd layer some blue and then layer some more white, layer the other blue. And every time I'm stirring, I'm going, oh my gosh, this is getting thicker and thicker and thicker. And I just kept moving faster and faster and faster and faster, because
I thought this soap's gonna have so many air bubbles. I can't imagine. But
so you would have seen me. Plump, plump, plump. It wasn't that I was stressed. Well, it is totally that I was stressed, but I needed to bang it because I thought this is too thick. I got to get rid of as many air bubbles as I can. So then in my head, I'm going, okay, going to be a hanger swirl, going to be a hanger swirl. And then in my foolishness, I put what I had planned for the top of the waves, I'd put it on.
Before you did the hanger swirl.
Before I did the hanger swirl. So then in my head, I'm going, oh my gosh, what did you just do? So then hanger swirl, hanger swirl, hanger swirl. Kick it off, hand it to May. I'm thinking, okay, thump, 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 thump it a few more times. And then I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to texturize the top. But I'm thinking, what has happened in my life here? So I textured one way with the blue, tried to make the waves come over top from the other side. That didn't work. So then I just slooped it and tried to give it a little curve at the top. So it was unbelievable. Now, the other thing was...
a real learning curve. Like, as new soapers, I learned so much from you doing that.
Exactly. And I just kept saying to me, I don't know what happened. I have no idea what this thing is going to look like. I know I'm going to have to cut it. I just don't know.
But at the end of the day, I have to tell you, that is one of my favorite soaps.
I don't know how. Like, I really don't. I put tape on the mold. That wasn't working either. So I'm not sure whether, and it was a mold that we purchased from Amazon. I think it might be a little bit too deep. And so as the weight of the silicone, as the weight of the soap in the silicone, it just seems to bring it in. So either I need to use bigger tape to hold it, but that wasn't helping. I mean, nothing was helping. Now, the good thing is I had my sous chef. And so there was extra blue. And I thought, may I take it? I don't know what to do with it. Just please take it. But then I got to cut it. And you saw it. And May takes great pictures. And that helps too. And I'm really, really happy with it. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm really, really happy with it.
It turned out beautiful. And, you know, there's no holes in there.
I know. I'm anyway, so note to self, things can appear to be falling apart, and yet they don't.
No.
So if I'm going to do this again, let me say, when I'm going to do this again, I'm not going to worry about tilting it. I'm just going to have sand on the bottom of the water. I've decided that's going to happen. And it needs to be darker. It just, I mean, we know it's sand because that's what we talked about, but it doesn't look like sand. So I need to make it a darker kind of brown without it being brown.
Right.
I like the colors that I chose. I was happy with those mica colors. So that I was happy about, so I would use that again. But I liked the swirl of the waves, but I really need to do an in the pot swirl. You want the water and the colors to be all blended together.
Well, it turned out quite nice.
Well, they sort of got blended together. But anyway, I'm thrilled because what I've learned is it may not be going what you planned, and yet it still can be a good bar. So
And that's a good lesson to learn. And
Exactly.
that's what, again, I always reference to Mrs. Soap and Clay because I really like watching her. But she always says, you know, you've got to be able to be flexible when you do soap to change up your design
Right.
in the middle of it. And you were pretty good to be flexible with that.
Exactly. And I'm sure May's watching this going, oh my goodness, what's she going to do? But you were very good to be helpful.
Yeah.
So anyway, so that was my soap journey in my sea soap. And I'm happy how it turned out. I did learn a lot. So thanks so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, give us a thumbs up, comment down below. Let us know if there's any kind of soap you'd like us to try. We're brave. We've been through some battles here, and we will be glad to do that. So until next time,
You take care.